about living one's life and having one's adventures as you think to have them, rather than, oh, someday when I reach that miracle point when everything is perfect and I'll do all the things I want to do and life will be great. Well, my husband and I have been married, I cannot believe it, I don't know where the time went, but 20 years. And we decided for our 20th anniversary, we were damn well going to do something. We were talking about a celebration. So we decided that we were going to take a month off and go to Italy. Ooh. And so I'd started this wonderful meditation, and I was meditating every day. And we had two things that we wanted to do. We wanted to sell the cabin, and one of my other meditations was that and this was a year ago, exactly now, a year ago. I had been, for months, I had been meditating that pilot season would come, that I would have an audition for a pilot, I would book the pilot, I would shoot the pilot, then that's usually done by the end of May, and then Evan and I would go off to have our anniversary trip in June. The show would get picked up, and I would come back, and I would start working. And I saw that, and part of the meditation, which is a wonderful thing to think of, is that metaphysically, the thought sends the message out, and the feeling draws the event to you. So I imagined how it would feel like when the agent called and said, "You booked it," and I got that feeling in my stomach, and during the meditation. So I meditated like this all the time. Well, wouldn't you know it, pilot season came and went. I didn't even have an audition for a pilot that I'd been meditating. But the end of the meditation is always, all right, now let go your image and release it to the universe and let it manifest in a way that is perfect for you. So that's what I did at the every. So we're getting ready to go. We've booked our tickets. We're going to go. We're going to have a great time. I've already rolled off, my back has rolled off the lack of any audition for a pilot at all, much less booking one. And we're like about a month before we leave, the phone rings. It's my agent saying, "Would you like to do audition for a role on General Hospital? They're looking for a name and they want to have some known person come and do this role." And I said, "When is it?" He said, "Well, it's, and I said, "Well, I'm gone for this." And Evan immediately says, "Wait a minute, honey, we could change the trip if they're guaranteeing you a bunch of episodes." And I said, so they said they're not guaranteeing any number of episodes, but it'll be quite a few. But they want to shoot at least 7 episodes before you go. And I said, well, if you can turn it into an offer so I don't have to audition for it, then I'll do it. 2 days later, he called me. They offered me the role. I shot the show just before we went away on our trip. We go on our trip, and the day we're leaving Florence to come home, my agent calls up and said they want you for another 8 episodes.
Oh, wow.
So everything that I asked for happened. It just happened differently than I had imagined it would. But that last sentence of the meditation was, I release it to the universe to let it manifest in a way that's right for me. And this was what was right for me.
I'm seeing a pattern here too, and that's very interesting. And it boils down to, because it sounds like every time you book a trip, something major happens that's positive.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, and the theme is, I'm seeing that if you make plans for something, that new stuff, because you know how when we're in the mindset of, why isn't this, they're not calling, they're not returning emails, and you're checking it and refreshing it and all this stuff, nothing happens.
Right.
But I'm sensing this theme of you make plans of something regardless.
Right.
And somehow something happens here.
Yes. You stir the pot a little bit and things change. You show that this isn't the be all and the end all of your existence. This business, this town, this job, this thing that you're looking for. There are other things worth doing that have nothing to do with it. And you let that be known, and something changes. And I do say in the book at one point, the surest way to book a job is to make non-refundable reservations.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere.
All right. Yeah, because I'm seeing a very continuous pattern of...
It's better if you don't make them non-refundable.
Right, there you go. Yeah, so give yourself a little bit of an out, but plan the trip. But it sounds like, you make these plans, and then the work that you've already put in, opportunities present themselves.
Because, I think one of the reasons is because you're happy. When you go into any interview for a job anywhere, for anything, if you're happy, people feel that. They're drawn to that. So many people are not happy, and they want to be around someone who is. And if you go in happy, no matter whether you're skipping and jumping, or I don't mean you're glowing or anything, but you're just happy because you've been having real experiences in the world and encountering real people. That is perceived, and that informs what you do, and that lifts you and everybody around you. And so that's why I think what you just perceived as the pattern is the case, because you're happy.
Because you have something to look forward to. Sorry.
Yes, yes. That you're not just dragging around waiting for someone to make you happy.
Oh, I like that.
You've made yourself happy somehow, doing something.